Howdy all, and welcome back to Lives. I think it's time to play a little 7 Days to Die. Alright. Man, I forgot what I was doing. I forgot that this was a nighttime run for the northern border. Or an attempt for the northern border. Although this road is not going north. In fact, this road is not going anywhere. What's happened to that road, man? Have I been here before? I have not been here before. I don't know if I can... I kind of want to shoot whatever that green thing was down there. Is he dead? I think he's dead. Ooh, it's pretty rare for me to take out one of those guys without them exploding. Watch, it's gonna get back up once I get over there. Oh man, there's a bunch of stores right here too. There's a stupid... Hey, where'd my green glow go? Dang it. Seriously, game? Where'd it go? I was very excited to loot that guy, and I can't even see him now. Man. He was just right here, right? I don't even see, like, dead zombie body down here. Like, you know, the grayed out that's been half destroyed. Weird, it just vanished. Oh man, it's like a full-on hardware. Oh man. Why is it got... Oh, maybe he got back up. Maybe he got back up. Whoops. Oh, no. Oh, no. Nope. They're still coming. Will you die? Oh man, I have no idea how far away I am away from my stuff now. This is not good. This is not good. This is why I need a smaller gun with more bullets. Or I should have switched to my club and I'd have probably killed him. I just wanted to stop and, you know, and my finger twitched and fired a round off. Yep, spawn on my bed. Alright. Second star on the left, straight on to morning. Actually, I don't want to go second star. First star on the left. It's so dark. This is terrible. Oh. What? My guy just stopped moving forward. I hit a rock. I think. You know what? I'm just gonna come back when it's daytime. Alright, little daytime here. Make it a little easier to see what's going on. Oh, man. It got daytime just in time. I didn't see any zombies while I was running in the dark. And now there's zombies everywhere. That's crazy. It's alright though, they're slower than I am. It'll be okay. I do want to stop and check things to see if I can get some alcohol though, so I can run this entire distance instead of... I'm going to have to stop here in a second for stamina reasons. See if we can't get some stamina flowing. So yeah, this was unplanned. I did not want to die. I guess maybe I wouldn't say I panicked, but my method of execution was not quite working, and I should have switched to my club, which I am better at killing things with. Or you know, maybe that officer zombie I shot in the head could have got up a little faster than it did, so I'd know it wasn't dead. Although I think maybe I did kill that one. I don't know. It was weird. It was definitely weird. I saw a tweet today that they upgraded the console version's game engine. Woo! I'll play on the console. Can we hurry up and get Alpha 17 going? I missed when that's supposed to happen. I tried to look a little bit today, but I didn't see anything. I did see where they were asking for volunteers for streamers. So it's got to be getting close, right? I can't figure there's too many more updates before this game is done. Although, to be honest, I didn't feel there were too many more updates when it first came out. And, but the game is, like, completely different than when it first came out. I don't know about completely different, but you know what I mean. There's been so many major overhauls. It's quite a bit different than when it first came out. I saw people on the Twitter were like, I've been playing this since Alpha 15, and this wait's been ridiculous, and someone was like, I've been playing since Alpha 9, so until you get a few more updates under your belt, and I'm thinking, I've been playing since the day it came out, so I don't know what y'all are talking about. You can follow my videos all the way back to Alpha 1. I don't remember if I released a video the day after it came out, but probably the day after it came out. So it's a different game than now than back then. I still enjoy it. Yeah, oh man, I was spent quite a bit of time today trying to get all my, I guess it wasn't that far away. I'm almost to my bag, it looks like. But I would today, no, this week. So on Monday, right? Monday was a normal day for me. Do my normal Monday stuff, and then the Monday night is game group night, and so we met up. We played 7 Days to Die, and then Tuesday I get up and grab some breakfast and sit down and start checking my emails and whatnot. And there's an email from work. We have a big project this week. We're gonna need everybody to, put in some extra hours on this project. And I'm like, oh man, why could you not have given me that yesterday? I could have started on it yesterday, and then that way I don't have to cram it all in. This week's already busy as it is. Monday was a much better day, and so So yeah, so Tuesday unplanned. I had a bunch of extra work to do, and then Wednesday, of course, is my super busy day of the week, and I had extra work on that day, and then today I'm like, oh man, I know we're supposed to, go ahead and finish it off tomorrow, but if I just put in a couple, 3 extra hours worth of work today, I bet I can get done with my part. And if I get done with my part today, I don't have anything to do tomorrow, and I can get tomorrow off. So that's what I have been doing today. It is a little after 9, and I just finished with... Where'd that zombie go? Oh, there you are. Just finished with that stuff. And so I am done for the week. We'll see on what I'm feeling up to tomorrow, but I may actually get started on one of the projects I've been wanting to do for a while now. The problem is that it involves me talking to my family and demanding the return of my vacuum cleaner for about the 20th time. And I don't mean like they bring it back and then they come back and borrow it. I mean they flat out refuse to give me back my vacuum cleaner, which is a bizarre thing to keep because they're not that expensive. I don't know why they can't get their own vacuum cleaner. I don't want to go off on that rant again, but that is one of my semi-pet peeves that's been going a while. Yeah. Ooh, and yesterday, man. So yesterday was not as busy as I thought it was going to be. The guy we play D&D with on Wednesday nights had a special project at his work, and so they were actually off-site, and he wound up like they shifted his day around, and so he was off-site for like he normally works early morning till afternoon, and the project they put him on started at noon and didn't get done till 2 a.m. every night this week, off-site. And so he's not even at home. They rented out hotel or motel rooms, like crazy stuff like that. And which is, it's a little weird because they're based out of a different city than they're working in. And so you'd think that he works IT, so you'd think that they would find an IT place. Oh, this stuff is weak. You think they'd find an IT place a little closer to home than I mean, we're talking like southern part of the state to the middle of the state distance, and so I find it a little weird that he has to work so far away from where their offices actually are, because he never had to do that before. Anyways, so we didn't have our normal D&D session, and so my gaming group is basically run by... My Monday night gaming group is run by Mr. Fretwell. And so he has stream a day that he's been doing. Every day he streams. And he hit 1,000 straight days of streaming yesterday. And so instead of D&D, I wound up joining him for that. And I'd planned on joining him for that anyways, but instead of just an hour or so. It turned out to be about 4 hours or so. Uh, and so it was pretty fun. We played a bunch of golf games and played the duck game, which is not my cup of tea, but is alright. I don't play any kind of Twitch type games anymore. Like when I was younger, it had been different, but I don't play that stuff anymore, so I'm terrible at them because I have zero practice. And those guys all, well, not all of them, but you know, the guys that we were playing with mostly do play that style of game. And so it was like, oh, I'm dead. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I'm dead. Which I guess I don't care. I kind of want to take that with me. Just in case I have to make another bike, I might as well have a backup here. I should unload my inventory into my bike. Let's go do that, and then we can come back in here and loot this place good. Ooh, and then yesterday was a day I had been awaiting for weeks. Yesterday was Godzilla and the City on the Edge of Battle. Because I'm a huge Godzilla fan. And I absolutely loved Godzilla and the Planet of Monsters. And which is the first movie in a trilogy from Netflix. And so part 2 came out yesterday, and it was awesome. It was better than the first part, and I thought the first part may have been one of the best Godzilla movies ever. And so, yeah, it was that. Oh no. No, 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 no. Why would you do that, game? Why? No, I don't want to get on this. I want to... See what it did. It was mean. Nope. Come on, we don't have a lot of time here. It was mean. Oh no, I want to keep the bandage. Okay, I think that's all the stuff that had been dropped. Okay, there we go. Alright, you know what, let's move you a little closer to the place that I'm looting. I don't know why I'm standing so far away. But, yeah, it was so good. It's anime, so it's the first Godzilla anime movie series. And it's 3 parts. They get released in the theaters in Japan, but here they get released on Netflix. And it's really, really good. I mean, I'm a Godzilla nut, so take it with a grain of salt. I love Godzilla, and yeah. So my enjoyment of the movies might be skewed, but it's pretty awesome so far. It's I keep saying that, but it's true. It's true for me, anyways. Because humans polluted the earth, monsters arose and began attacking the planet, and so the people tried to fight back against the monsters. And while they were fighting back against the monsters, a group of aliens showed up called the, I want to say it's the Balasinga. It's something like that. And so the Balasinga, they're like, oh man, I I might need one set of these. I probably don't need two, but they're super rare, so I'm gonna take them with me. And so the Balasinga, they're like really into machines. Um, and they're humanoid. I don't know why you're not responding to me standing here, but and so they try to help the humans fight back against the monsters. And so they apparently built Mechagodzilla. And and then while they were trying to fight Godzilla and failing, they started fighting. Or no, then this other alien group showed up called the X something. I can't remember exactly what their name is. In my mind, they're elves. So then the elves showed up, and they're also humanoid, and they're it's weird that the two alien species don't like each other, because the Balasinga are very much into machinery, and the elves are very much into science, which really doesn't seem that different to me. Like the Balasinga, they're into like physical machines, and the elves, they're into like computers, and so to me, there's not that much difference, right? I mean, one, oh look, that's better than the ones I picked up earlier. You know, and the one is kind of used to work with the others, so, and vice versa. I don't know, but so they agreed to work with the humans, and they tried to defeat Godzilla, and they failed, absolutely failed, and so they got kicked off Earth, all three groups, by Godzilla. Like, he was killing everything. Not just him, there are other creatures, but for the most part, it was Godzilla, and he was killing everything. And get out of here. And so they fled Earth, and and so when the movie starts, it's been thousands of years. I don't quite understand what is going on with the timeline in this movie, because in the first part, they talk about how they think it's been thousands of years since they left Earth, but that must be time dilation due to the speed they were traveling away from Earth, because there are people on board who, like, the main character is this dude who was a child when Godzilla attacked, and so he hates Godzilla because he watched Godzilla basically kill his parents in front of him, and so he's only in like his 20s, and so obviously it's not been thousands of years for him. because he's still in his 20s, and it's probably only been about, I want to say they said it was 8 years, uh, or something like that. So that's to be a little longer than 8 years, because then he'd only be like 15. But yeah. So, however it worked out, um, they the elves, they had hooked up a crystal matrix computer thing, and an AI into the human Balasinga. I'm sure I'm not saying that their alien name right, but um, into their system, as they're all working together, right? They built this ship, and they all live on the ship together. And the problem is they're running out of supplies, and the planet they got to that they thought might be a new home is poisonous to life, and so they are not going to be able to use this as their new homeworld. And so they have enough fuel and supplies to fly back to Earth, and I'm pretty sure at that point they said that it had taken them 8 or 11 years, something, to get to where they were at, and I think it was 8, and then it was 11 to the next. Oh, maybe that's what they said. It's 11 to the next place, but they've only got 8 years worth of food if they ration heavily, and so they decide to go back to Earth, and so when they get back to Earth, um, they hunt and try to kill Godzilla. That's the first movie, and so spoilers. They hunt and kill a Godzilla that's like half the size of the one that tears up out of the ground after they kill that one. And so the new movie came out yesterday, and it picks up where that one left off, and so they had run into a humanoid race on Earth who, not really sure. I would guess that they were descended from humans, but the human scientist, kept saying they were bug people, but they clearly looked human to me. Everything on the planet has been mutated by Godzilla at this point, apparently. And so I don't see why the humans weren't just mutated by Godzilla, but they kept talking about how they were bug people. Now, they are bug people in the sense that they... oh man, it's another... This one's a little one, though. It's a little working stiff. And they are worshipping Mothra, I'm pretty sure. And so... but it was great. They met these bug people who just look like people, and they're telepathic, and they're able to communicate with the group who they call the Black Crows, and so they discover that they're using technology as their arrowheads and knife blades that clearly comes from the carcass of Mechagodzilla. And so I thought what was going to happen was they were going to find and resurrect Mechagodzilla, because they mentioned in the first movie that it didn't work out right. And I thought they weren't able to get it started at all. Whoa. But some of the comments in movie 2 made it seem like it did work, it just wasn't strong enough to defeat Godzilla, and Godzilla ripped its head off. And because you don't ever get to see Godzilla fight Mechagodzilla, because all that stuff took place before the first movie, and so yeah, it was really cool. And so they made it to where the part of Godzilla was, and it turns out that the nano machines that make up Mechagodzilla's armor have been continuing to proliferate over the 20,000 years, because there was a glitch when they used their warp drive to warp back. And it has taken over an entire crater, and has... Now, this is a little weird to me. It opted to rebuild the factory that was used to build Mechagodzilla, but it didn't opt to rebuild Mechagodzilla. And so their big plan was to lure Godzilla into the area, and then let the nanomachines take out the new giant Godzilla that they awoke in the previous movie. And so it was really good. And I do have to say, as a fan of Gundam as well as Godzilla, it was nice to see what was basically Wing Zero make an appearance in the form of upgraded robots from the first movie. Got upgraded in the second movie to fight Godzilla once again. It's pretty dramatic too, because I mean, there's a lot more going on than just the fight against Godzilla. There's a lot of politics, and there's a lot of belief issues happening, because the one alien who seems to be helping out the main character has his own agenda, and he has been helping them fight Godzilla, not to destroy Godzilla, but to summon Ghidorah, which will be the next movie, I'm pretty sure. It was awesome. The next movie doesn't come out in Japan until November, and then it'll be out probably February-ish, maybe March, here on Netflix. But if you like science fiction movies and you like giant monsters, you definitely need to sit down and watch Godzilla, Godzilla, the Planet of Monsters, and Godzilla, the City on the Edge of Battle, because they're very well done, and they're very... Oh man, that dog did not go down. And they're very... they have a great story. It's not just monsters fighting. There's a pretty good story going on in there, and I was pretty surprised by some of the stuff that went down. Not gonna lie, it was way more dramatic than I was expecting, and it's a lot of fun to see when a movie's done well like that. So, all right, with that, click like if you like, subscribe, share, and catch the next one. I will talk to you later.